Where do I begin here? I guess I've known Eric Grubbs for 10 years. I talked to him a lot on the phone before I ever met him. I met him through the Boykin Rescue when we became members of Boykin Rescue. Eric and I hit it off, and we finally met, and we took a few dogs from him, and they would send us dogs to evaluate that had been turned into rescue. And Eric had this crazy idea of taking a rescue dog and putting a Hunt Retriever champion title on him. And that was his goal, and he employed me in that goal. So every dog that we would get, that would be one of the first things I would think about. We would evaluate the dog's ability. Did he like to retrieve? How old was the dog? And we didn't come up with anything at the beginning. Matter of fact, for a long time, we didn't come up with anything. And then Eric, I guess it was a foster failure, comes up with Paw. And he tells me about this puppy that he's getting, and I thought, great. Then I saw the puppy. Man, that didn't look like no athlete at all. Looked like a daggone bulldog with brown curly hair. Low-legged. Whew, this ain't gonna happen. I didn't tell Eric that, but I honestly thought, this dog will never be able to perform with the way his front legs are deformed and that kind of thing. But Eric had it in his bull head that he was going to make it happen. So he started working on the dog as a puppy. I believe he sent the dog to Mark Link to be force-fetched. And you know what? I haven't talked to Mark about it, but I wonder what Mark's first thought was when Eric sent him that dog and said, I want you to force-fetch this dog for me. And Paul was force-fetched. And things are starting to happen. And Paul's retrieving, and Paul is enjoying his new occupation. And Eric would travel in his job, and he brought Paul to me a couple times and said, hey, can you keep him for a couple weeks and just throw up some marks? And absolutely. And let me tell you something. This guy loved what he did. Absolutely loved it. I don't take any credit for Paul. All I did was threw the dog birds, and he went and found him and brought him back. And Eric did all the training. And that relationship between Eric and Paul is amazing. That dog would run through a brick wall for Eric if he asked him to. Everything in life doesn't always go our way. And, I always hear the saying, you gotta remember the good times and don't be sad because of the outcome, but be happy because it happened. And I can tell you, Paul has made me a better person. I believe he's made Eric a better person. And I believe he's made everybody he's come in contact with a better person. We all don't have it easy. And if we just give it our best shot, good things happen. Eric, we love you. We love Paul.